All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. This is Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist. I'm here with my wife. We're gonna work, but I'm gonna go pick up some coffee first. First things first, guys. Pick up the coffee, and we'll figure things out later. Numero uno. What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? So I've been getting questions from people about workshops and whatnot. We're still on it, guys. We're still getting workshops done, more and more. The idea is to release more workshops. That's the idea. So that's the goal. At the time being, we're releasing 2 workshops a month, but we're going to be releasing more. What's happening? High quality gesso. What's up, Eric? What's happening, people? So yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee right now, and then we'll figure things out as we go. I've been thinking a little bit lately about how important it is to, regardless of the space you're in, how important it is to look for leverage and look for leverage wherever you're in, without letting go of the idea of hard work. I think that is very important. Many of us spend a lot of time thinking about leverage, like who could help us, how can I outsource this, who can do this for me, type of deal. But a lot of the times, we forget that if you're running your gig as an artist or whatever you're doing, you're the one who's going to do it. At the end of the day, you're the one who, nobody wants it as bad as you do. Nobody's thinking about, nobody's thinking about expansion the way you do. No one's thinking about it, period, the way that you do. Because you're not just working on it. You're working in it, not just on it. So you're doing both things, right? Which is it's unfortunate at some point for many artists. They start finding out the good morning, Marina. Good morning. They start finding out very soon the reality of being in business for themselves. That you're experiencing 2 things simultaneously. You're working in your business and you're working on your business. So you're the person. If you own a restaurant, you're the chef cooking the food, serving the food, doing everything that needs to happen in the restaurant, and also looking for new real estate to expand and buy another restaurant, right? Buy another building. And coming up with new ideas for new dishes and whatnot. And so you're doing both of those things. You're in it and you're on it. You're not just showing up as a job. You're also thinking about moving. How are you going to move that forward? How are you going to expand that? And so I get a lot of messages, especially here on Instagram. I get a lot of DMs from artists who are like, dude, I feel exhausted. I don't even know where to move, how to go. And to those people, I want to remind you. You might have in your mind that you're going to jump this huge surges right away, and that may not be it. Maybe you're starting out. Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you get lucky, whatever luck means. Maybe you get a little lucky and you see some sort of fruit, and now you're stuck in your mind. I'm going to make this huge jump, but maybe it's not time for the jump. Maybe you have some lessons to learn still, about your business. And so this certainly happened to me. Every time I was like, okay, I'm ready to jump. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I wasn't ready. I look back now and I'm like, I wasn't ready for that. There's no way in hell I was ready to make a jump. If I would have made a jump when I wasn't ready, it would have been disastrous. And I'm not talking about ready as in like no one's ready. No one's ever ready for anything. But I was truly not ready, like in the bigger meaning of the word. It's kind of like if you want to start, no one's ready to do anything, but if you want to run 10 miles a day or whatever, you're probably gonna have to start walking, or running 1 mile. That sort of deal is what I'm talking about. So I wasn't ready to take on so much. And I'll read some of the comments right now, guys, because I'm going to stop right now and get some coffee. And when I stop, I'll read some of the comments, because I do want to hear what you have to say about this. I want your feedback. I want your input in this thing. What has been your experience as an artist? For those of you who are artists, those of you who are starting out, what are the pain points? Where are you being overwhelmed? Again, I get a lot of messages from artists that tell me that they are overwhelmed between the daily to-dos of the artist, right? I'm painting, packaging, shipping out, and doing all those things. And then I'm marketing. Marketing takes probably most of the time. Let's see. Sam says, "Good morning, Jose. Thank you so much for the comment that you wrote on my Instagram profile. Very cool. You're welcome." Okay, no comments. All right, cool. We keep going then. Man, I woke up extra handsome today. It's not even a joke. What's up? How's it going, people? So yeah, that's the main thing, guys. That's what I've been thinking about. All these comments, all these things that. But you know what? At the end of the day, you end up figuring it out. You just do. Eric says a bit of lack of confidence, honestly, though I'm getting my first sale this Monday. Very cool. Congratulations on that, Eric. Yeah, it just takes just a little bit, right? It starts taking a little bit. Things start coming together the more you do it. Look, I was on TikTok. I was talking to my wife about this. I was on TikTok, and I was there since it was Musical.ly. Swear to God, man. I was there since the thing was called something else. I never really did much. I put a video here and there. No luck, no understanding of it. And I thought I had to like sing and dance on that platform or something. And I was like, man, just had no idea what to do. And so I just kind of left it alone. I stopped using it. And then I started using it again. No luck at all. But this time I started using it slightly different. I just started posting stuff. No luck. And then what I did, I started posting stuff consistently and persistently. All of a sudden, I could see the algorithm just pushing me forward. It's like this force, right, that starts pushing you forward. And I feel like I'm breaking through now. I feel like people are commenting, people are watching, people are sharing, and all that stuff. But I never did anything special. I didn't learn how to sing the songs. I didn't learn how to dance the songs. None of that. All I did was just be there consistently and persistently. And I think that's the key in anything. If you just show up. I feel like I'm in slow-mo. So Marina says, I feel like I'm in slow-mo. I feel like I'm ready to make the next jump. It's okay. You might look, the whole thing, guys. The whole thing is fear, and fear. It's okay to have it because fear protects you. Okay, I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be saying stuff that all the gurus out there say. Just do it, blah blah blah. No, you'll start feeling when the time is, and there are some things that you just have to do it, right? Just go in there and do it. But some stuff, your intuition is telling you that you're doing everything that you can right now, and just keep moving forward. What you don't want to do is beat yourself up for not being somewhere that you think you're supposed to be right now. I did this for a long time. I did this for years to myself and to people around me. You don't want to beat yourself up, because then we start turning sour. Then we start getting upset about every single little thing because, or desperate, or the way that we create things, the way that we share things, it becomes this desperate move. It becomes this on the grind always, always on this very desperate grind. And I found out that only gets you to spin your wheels. It only gets you to start spinning your wheels. You want a little bit of traction in there, not just spin your wheels. And what I mean by traction is you want to be able to let time, right? Let time work its magic. Let time work its magic. And I know when I say time, it sounds like a luxury. Like, I ain't got that time. What do you mean, let time? I'm not talking about, like, wait another few years. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes you have to take a step back a little bit and be okay with it. And that's very scary because we feel like we just have to move forward. And sometimes you need to take a little step back. Let me give you an example of this. One of the best things that I did, hands down, in my career was slow down a little bit. Now, me slowing down doesn't mean that I go and lay down. Okay, me slowing down means that I'm a little bit more purposeful in the things that I'm doing. I'm just a little bit more purposeful in how I'm painting and in the videos that I'm doing. Just a little bit more purposeful. I don't feel like I'm like this all the time. Even though I am like this all the time, I don't feel it. I don't feel it I don't feel the stress of that. Another example is I started doing a little less, so that I could go and do more in other areas. So one of the things that I did is that I painted a little bit less so that I could market a little bit more, because I realized how important marketing is. And so before I was stuck in this grind of, if I paint more, I make more money. If I paint more, I make more money. And that's certainly true. But at some point, if not enough people know you, you keep getting the same prices over and over. And so I need to go market more so that my prices get lifted. If this makes any sense. How's it going? I'm going to get some coffee. Can I please have a venti pike place with steam half and half and classic? Gotta get the coffee. And a venti Starbucks double shot on ice.
Yeah, and you're okay with the classic sweetener in the 2%?
Yeah, and I'm gonna add one more. Let me get a venti flat white with almond milk.
Yeah, was that one gonna be hot for you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Anything else?
In the double shot, can you add an extra pump of classic?
Yeah, I totally can.
Do you have any almond croissants?
I do. You want it warmed up?
Can we order 3 warmed up?
3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Take care, Eric. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Anything else I can do for you guys? Awesome. They're gonna take care of you up in that window, okay?
Thank you so much.
Have
All
a
right.
fun.
So that's the idea, guys. That's the thing. Sometimes we gotta take a little step back, and it never feels comfortable. It always feels like, oh man, like what do you mean I have to take a step back? Figure out where you're having the most trouble, okay? And usually where you're having the most trouble, if you're already rolling, if you're already putting in energy in your career or your business, figure out where you're having the most trouble, and allow breathing space there, because chances are that you're spinning your wheels a lot in that area. And I'm not saying stop doing the actions. I'm saying slow down a little bit. Take a step back. Look at it, because you might be a lot in here, and just moving at a pace where you're not creating you're not creating impact. So I believe in two things. I believe that you should be throwing stuff on the wall and see what sticks, but you should also take a little step back and look what did stick, right? And create impact. What did stick? What does work? One of the things that another example is I used to share my work on artist pages, and I would do that in a way where I was just trying to sell it, right? The desperation that I'm talking about. I was just trying to sell it. So I would share my work with links to my auctions, to my Etsy store and whatnot, and like very aggressive, and didn't really become part of the community. Didn't really go and comment and like and talk to people and become part of it. It seems very draining. It seems like a lot of work, because it is. But once I figure that out, I pretty much own most of those art pages. And I don't mean I own them. Of course I don't. But I'm so immersed in them that people gladly get my work and start sharing it. And they want to talk to me about it. And they ask me, where do you sell it? They are the ones who are asking me where to sell it. And so this is right? This is one of those things that you take a step back and don't become desperate. It's sort of like dating when you go and this is especially for males out there. When I was younger, I had this older guy tell me, you're doing it all wrong. When I was trying to go to parties and date, he's like, you're doing it all wrong, dude. You're trying you're dating. You're trying to find a person. You're doing it all wrong. It seems desperate. You want to talk to like every girl. No, he's like, have fun and let them come to you. They're going to be attracted to your energy. Have fun. And man, that changed everything for me. I was like, it was night and day. Not only was I more relaxed, I was able to have so much more fun and talk to more people. And it didn't just become about dating. It became about having fun with different people and having awesome experiences. And it's the same thing on this artist pages or on Instagram or whatever. Become part of the community. Go and talk to people. I know it's draining. I know it's a lot of work. So I'm not saying don't be what's the word? Don't be aggressive with it. Okay, I'm not saying don't be aggressive with it. Be aggressive with it. Be there. Put hours in there. Put time in there. Whatever you need to. Get someone to help you. If you have children, get them to help you to go and put likes and comments on. Teach them how. Don't just throw them in there. Teach them how. So that you get to a point where you start becoming part of the community. Don't leave it up to anybody, though. Okay, this is your job. This is not someone else's job. High Quality Justice says, a very useful conversation, Jose. Very generous of you to share your wisdom with other artists. Thank you so much. And so, this is something that I found out. Anytime you want to sell something, don't go in there selling. Go in there helping, providing value. A lot of people. This is very abstract thing. Okay, let me get my coffee. I'm going to continue this.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's going to be $25.65.
Thank you so much.
I got your almond croissant.
Oh, thank you. Almond croissant. Almond croissant. Can I pull this one out?
Card's good to go, and then
Good.
I'll have your drinks right out.
Thank you so much. And so, feels almost like I need an army. At times it feels that way. See, but the thing is that we can't create. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves. So this happens to me a lot, Marina. You're not alone. In order to really create some sort of real, serious impact on Instagram, I know what it takes. It takes a lot of energy. It probably takes someone to be doing this with me full time, right? But I can't do it. It's just unrealistic to go that way when I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I mean, I need someone full time on Instagram. I need someone full time on all the other social media platforms. It would be unrealistic. I would need an army too, right? to really be able to create impact. But can I do something for 30 minutes? Can I do something for 10 minutes a day? And create impact slowly but surely. And it's there, and it's there. And every day I show up for 10 minutes on Instagram, and I'm liking and commenting. Most people don't like and comment because it's like, I feel like it's like going to the gym. It's like you really have to get used to it, right? You really have to get in the rhythm of it. Otherwise, you'll go one day, miss, like it's one of those things that you have to get used to it. And that's how I feel about Instagram or any of those platforms. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad.
And there's those drinks for you guys today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wonderful day.
Thank you, you too. You want to stop it for that one? And so let me give you another example. On the Facebook groups, I'm in over 100 of them. Over 100 Facebook groups. Really, I would like to be in 1,000 Facebook groups. That's really what I would like to do. But it's just again, I would need an army, right? And I thought about it. How could I do this? Because it can't just be I need to pay people. It has to be some sort of incentive or something else. It can't just be like, oh, I'm going to hire people and I'm going to hire people. No, there has to be something else. Sort of like how people that sell insurances and that type of deal, they create their teams, right, and their leaders and I've thought about that. Could I do something like that? Could I move out of my industry and try other industry things that have helped them? I've done that in the past. With selling artwork and how I market myself. I've done a lot of stuff that people now see normal, but it wasn't normal when I was doing it. It was not normal. It was outside of the industry. Painting multiple paintings a day, it's outside of our industry, right? Our world of art. That wasn't even something people considered. Most people just painted one painting a day. And they thought that those people were like super aggressive with art. Now people are painting 3, 4, 5 paintings a day, and a lot of people, and this was a big no-no some years back. You just didn't do that. And so I've gotten out of my way and taken things from other industries to figure out how to make it work in ours. And so yeah, for anything, just on Instagram, think about it this way. On Instagram, there's so many things you can do. You can be, I remember Gary Vee said to companies that had a big budget, or some sort of budget, he said, you should have an intern or someone working just on DMs. They should be DMing all day. That's unrealistic too, because once you start DMing more than 20 people, you start getting flagged. Like Instagram won't let you DM anymore. So there's a subtle art of doing it. What I realize is that you have to do it in segments. You go on, you DM 5 or 10 people, you wait an hour, and then you do it again. You wait 30 minutes to an hour, and then you do it again, because there's timing for it, so that you don't get ghosted or flagged. And just think about that. You could be DMing people, making lives, adding to your stories, liking and commenting, posting on your wall, running ads, collaborating with other people. There's a multitude of things you can be doing, and if you think about it, it's a full-time job. It is a full-time job. It's unrealistic for one person to do that while going and painting and then packaging their work and on and on and on. So rather than thinking about it as how can I do this in a perfect scenario. Like, how can I create the perfect scenario? Because it's too much perfectionism, right? Of course, I would like for have a full-time person on Instagram, and then a full-time person just on the Facebook groups, and then a full-time person, throwing my posts on Hootsuite all day, 24/7. Of course, that'd be amazing. That's perfectionism. That's a perfect scenario. I'm not there yet. Maybe someday, but I'm not there yet. So can I do it 10 minutes a day? Can I at least impact something? And so what I mean by this is sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we're trying to do everything. And sometimes you can't do everything at once. Or you can't squeeze the juice out of everything. Maybe just squeeze a little bit of juice. Maybe I'm just going to use TikTok for a little bit. I'm going to use Instagram for a little bit. And a little bit can mean different things. For me right now, it means little segments. Like I'm painting, I finish a painting, and then I'll go and I'll record something on TikTok, or I'll record something on Instagram. I found to multitask in a way that works for me, because I'm a horrible multitasker. But I found a way that it works for me. When I'm doing paintings in the studio, I can also record. I can also record Instagram lives, and so I do that. One of the things that I've been thinking about lately is maybe having another phone. At some point, maybe do it like this. Like some of those gurus out there have done it. They have 2, 3, 5 phones out there, and they're doing multiple things at once. Not them personally, but they have the people that help them, their assistants, doing multiple things at once. And again, it's the fun of it, guys. We're not all ready at that moment. Take it. I say be aggressive, but be aggressive physically with it, but mentally slow down. Because it can be a stressful situation if you invest yourself mentally too much. I hope that makes sense. All right. That's that, my friends. I hope that this was somewhat helpful. I'm gonna try to deliver as much value as possible. Oh yeah, I forgot. What do I mean by value? Because people were asking the other day. They kept asking, "What do you mean by value?" Because everybody talks about value, right? How to deliver value. I hear all these gurus talk about value. They say just be valuable, deliver value. And it's so abstract. It's like, what the hell do you mean by deliver value? Well, I'm going to tell you what it means, okay? It means different things in different situations. But let's say that you're starting out and you're like, well, how do I deliver value? Value could very well be you go on someone's Instagram account and you drop a comment that is honest and good, a compliment. That's value, okay? For those of you who are still having a hard time understanding what value is. Go and drop a comment, drop a compliment. Let people know that you're enjoying what they're doing. Share someone's artwork in your stories. But here's the thing, guys. Don't go on sharing. There's a subtle art for it too. If you have 1,000 people in your Instagram, okay? Let's say that you have 1,000 followers on your Instagram. Don't go try to share people that have 50,000 or 60,000 followers. Go try to share the work of people that have 1,000 followers or less. Okay, so that there is some sort of thing that can work there. Because if you go and I tried that before, if you go and try to share people's stuff and they have a lot of followers, most of them are looking for people that have also the same amount of followers that they do, so that they can work together. If that makes any sense. And so anyways, value is just simply going and complimenting and helping someone. At some point, value could also be that you're giving something. You're giving something beyond that. Like some of the stuff that I'm sharing right here, this could be considered valuable for some people. So, so this could be value. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much. High quality says productivity tools exist for many aspects of managing social media. YouTube is a good place to research, learn about this. Absolutely. Yeah. There's all kinds of productivity tools. What I try to do is do things natively because they have more impact. So I use Hootsuite, so that's a productivity tool to drop content. I used to drop about 50, 60, sometimes 80 pieces of content a day. But I found out that if you do it natively, if you actually use your fingers and go do it in real time, it goes deep. It goes really deep. And so I started doing that instead. I still use Hootsuite, but I've noticed that it doesn't go nowhere near as deep as a real human interaction, a real comment in real time. And so maybe doing both, right? Maybe doing both. Why not? I'll leave you guys with that. I'm here in my studio. I'm going to start working. Man, I look extra salty today. I'm super handsome today. Okay, my friends. Stay well and sophisticated. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.